Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Enter the manosphere.
Of course. How can I assist you today?
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Will do, sir.
I think it's good just so people are aware and to catch these men who are, saying that they're just talking to one person or who are married and have kids or engaged or something like that. But also, I feel like it can just be very negative at the same time, and now everyone hates men. But it definitely has its pros.
I've said it many times on this channel. Women always tell on themselves. Just let them talk long enough and just ask them the right questions. The host of this show is not even asking the best questions, but the result is pure gold. This is about two women who joined the Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook group. Let's talk about it. We men ain't we? Yeah. We men ain't we? Yeah.
So I do want to share our producers. We did invite some guys, to come on the show, and they said, no, but we're inviting you guys to come on to react because we would like for you to come on the show and talk about this. Because do you feel that then a lot of guys are dating the same girls?
A lot of people are on the same social networks. I feel like having those same dating apps, it's not hard to run across the same people. Like I'm really in shock, honestly, on the page, how many people, there's like a good 5 to 10 people on most of the things. And they're like, yeah, I've seen this guy, I've dated him, I've talked to him on Hinge or this social network. I'm like, so you guys are just serial daters. You're just out there dating everybody you see. This is crazy.
Well, actually, it's not crazy because the only guys they see on these dating apps are Chad and women are literally dating the same guys over and over again because 80-90% of men are invisible. Listen to this.
What are you looking for in a partner? What's the first thing you look for in a partner? Look, there's just time. For me,
attraction. Physical, of course.
There is a lot to have seen. Of course, and I always tell my daughter, who's 15 years old, it's much more important to be beautiful on the inside. Right. But there is that physical attraction that has to be there.
For the lip readers out there, let me know what you think she said because they probably removed the audio to protect her from looking superficial. But the cat is already out of the bag. These dating apps are for Chad and the rest is invisible. That's why there is so much tea about these guys in these dating groups. They are all attracted to the same guy. That's why they are all dating the same guy. Let's take it a step further.
So have either of you then dated the same guy? I know we talked before the show that you both have not dated the same guy.
Right.
But have you seen guys on there that you've dated and they're dating somebody else?
No, luckily.
Yeah, I've only seen people that I had matched with and talked with a little bit, but I never had met them, and I just put my little comments down on the post, be like, oh, I talked to them, like, they were weird, creepy, I just like fizzled out, just like put my little comment, but I don't think I have actually gone on a date with anyone that someone has posted.
Damn! Oh my goodness. She didn't even meet the guys in person, never been on an official date with any of these guys, but she has everything to say about them. This is on record, guys. Just matching with a woman can mess you up. This is entertainment for these women. They love to talk shit about men.
Yeah.
So would you say like these groups then too are therapeutic?
I know for some girls, I think it is therapeutic for them to just let it out, and I know some girls will post, they say, I need advice, and then they write out a whole thing, and then other girls would comment their advice for them. So I think like in that sort of way, it can be therapeutic.
How about you, Shara?
I would say in that sense, yeah, a lot of the women that are in there, even if they're, because a lot of the posts are just like, this was my experience with this person. It's not necessarily that they think somebody else was going through this or that they might be dating someone else. It's like more so of a venting thing. They're just like, in case somebody else comes across him, I don't want you to deal with him. And I think it's good because it warns other women, but also it allows them a space to, talk about what happened. Yeah.
Right, to be able to communicate it, right?
Here's something important that you need to understand about female nature. Women experience fulfillment through sharing and relating. That's why they can't stop talking and expose themselves on the internet. The way they feel defines their sense of self. That's why women in general gravitate towards social fields instead of STEM fields, because they love to talk and feel their way. That's why these Facebook dating groups are huge. It's therapeutic for these women because they are consistently in their feelings. Let's take it another step further.
Does that make you so sad? So, honestly, like when we're talking about it, and I know, Lauren, what you said, that these Facebook groups aren't meant to be, we hate men,
Right.
but it does seem a bit discouraging towards guys, right? So do you think that's fair?
It's
No.
fair to the ones that, are doing all this stuff, but definitely not fair to just like overall.
And you have an undergraduate degree, though, in criminal justice, right? So, and I know you're not a lawyer. She's studying cybersecurity, by the way, cybersecurity. But as you go through this growth process and have, gone to college, and we've seen social media. I mean, it's a monster. What about people just posting about people, though? Does that make you nervous? Because what if somebody posted something about you?
I guess I never think about people posting about me. I don't know, because I know guys probably have similar groups out there. They're probably not as big. I honestly have no clue, but I don't know. That's never really been a worry, just because I don't think I'm usually the problem.
Yeah.
This is pure gold. They always tell on themselves. Women do not see themselves as a problem because they don't hold each other accountable. And we all know that accountability is a woman's kryptonite. This is why women are hurt, flabbergasted, and clueless when they hear men talk about how much low-quality women we have today. Grab their passports and go where they are appreciated. If a male version of these dating groups would blow up, women would assemble and do everything in their power to take this group down with help of the government. The judge would rule in their favor because men are disposable and they need that money to keep flowing into the hands of the woman so she can spend it on crap. You see how these women are always laughing when they say these ridiculous things because they know it doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
See, that's why I love this show. And sure, I want you to weigh in on that too, because, we talk about these questions, again, unedited, unscripted. So has that ever been a concern about, for you?
I didn't think about it until recently. I was talking to my one guy friend the other day, and he was saying that when he used to live in DC, he's like, I know those groups exist, and I probably was in one of them. I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's terrible. Why would you? But if I think about it, I would hope that I'm not in any if those groups exist for guys. I don't think I'm usually the problem, but.
How much proof do you need? Like I always say, focus on the information that's consistent. Most women will say men are the problems, men are dogs, men are a-holes, and assume they are doing nothing wrong. But once again, women will always tell on themselves. Check this out.
Lauren, though, let's talk. What is your absolute worst date?
My worst date, okay, so I don't even think the date was bad per se. Okay. So basically, I went on a first date with a guy. We got drinks. He got a little too drunk, and we were walking along the river walk in Tampa, and he fell into the river. So that's like my only good story. Everyone laughs and dies.
Okay, wait. He fell into the river.
Over the rails. Like there's rails, and he fell over the rails into the river.
Hopefully he knew how to swim. Like, how did he get out?
So luckily there were two other people standing there. I just stood there silent in shock because I didn't know what just happened. But the guy tried to pull him out, but it was too far down, so he couldn't grab him. And then the lady kept saying, we should call 911, and I did not want to cause a scene. So I saw the little life preserver thing, so I told the guy, I was like, okay, grab that, throw it in, drag it to the dock so he can actually get up on the dock himself, and that's what we did. But I just stood there and I was like,
are you kidding me?
Exactly. She just stood there. Just like she just showed up on this date. Expected to be entertained, expected to be swept off her feet. Just for being there. But when it was time to handle business, it was another man that had to go out there and help her date from drowning while she just stood there. But she's not the problem, right? Nah, nothing wrong with her. I've said it many times on this channel. Most women are boring. These women here are leftovers for Chad and these women are pumps and dumps for the men they want, but the men who are actually good for them are overlooked. Stay off these dating apps, guys. The juice ain't worth the squeeze.
I was like, on the first
While
date.
a little bit tipsy. Can you imagine?
Maybe just a little bit. So can we assume
been
there was
cracking
not
up.
a second date, or
There was not. He wanted one, and I was like, I think too much of a liability if that happens on the first. I was like, oh no.
Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.